Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear respectable judges, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever felt tired not because your body is exhausted, but because your mind keeps racing non-stop? Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Salsabila Hantika from Nursing Faculty at Jember University. That questions may seem simple, but it can make us think for a long time. I'm sure many of us have felt this way, yet not everyone is brave enough to admit it. In our society, conversation about mental health is still considered taboo, brushed off, and even seen as a sign of weakness. People with mental health issues are often viewed as weak, strange, and even ostracized. It gets to the point where they become victims of discrimination and social isolations. Today, I'm standing here not just to talk about what mental health is, but to invite us all to open our eyes, ears, and hearts to the fact that mental health is a reality we need to face together. Behind someone's smile, there might be anxiety, stress, or even depression that is not visible to the naked eye. When I was in high school, I once heard a story from one of my teachers who had mental health issues. He told me that his mental problems did not just appear out of nowhere. They were triggered by an event in his life. Well, can you guess what happened to my teacher? Let me tell you. My teacher had a daughter. At that time, his daughter had to leave home to continue her education at a boarding school. When his daughter was no longer living with him, he started worrying every day about her life at the boarding school. Over time, his excessive worries began to overwhelm him. There came a point where he couldn't handle the chaotic thoughts in his head anymore, and he even considered ending his life. Fortunately, the people around him were really caring and encouraged him to seek help from a psychiatrist. From my teacher's story, we can take away the lesson that mental health is really important and needs to be given attention. Besides that, anyone can experience mental disorders regardless of age, background, or social status. Mental disorders can be triggered not only by major issues but also by things we often consider trivial. That's why mental health is crucial for everyone, because without good mental health, physical health can also suffer. Mental health is important for all groups of several reasons. First, mental health is a part of human rights. Everyone deserves to live in peace and feel good about themselves. Paying attention to mental health is part of respecting basic human rights, which is to live well both psychically and psychologically. Second, mental health affects how we think, feel, and act. Without good mental health, someone can get stressed easily, become angry quickly, or even make decisions to harm themselves and others. Third, mental health is directly related to psychical health. Mental disorders can trigger other illness in the body. On the flip side, a healthy body but troubled mind can also make someone lose their will to life. Mental health is an important aspect of everyone's life. When someone faces mental issues like heavy stress, depressions, excessive anxiety, or trauma, it shouldn't be brushed aside. Mental disorders are not just about being less grateful or having weak faith. They are complex conditions that need serious attention. Ignoring mental health issues can worsen the situation and negatively impact daily life, and it can even lead to the dangerous action for oneself and others. That's why it's crucial for everyone experiencing symptoms or mental disorders to seek help from professionals like psychologists, psychiatrists, or licensed counselors. They have the right knowledge and skill to provide diagnosis, support, and treatment needed. Returning to the question I asked earlier, many of you are probably reluctant to admit that you have experienced something similar, right? In fact, admitting is not a sign of weakness. When everything is beyond the control of your body and mind, then promptly seek help. There is nothing wrong with seeking help. In fact, acknowledging that we need help is brave in an important step towards recovery.